An extreme snowmobiler is being remembered this morning for his innovative and freewheeling style. 25-year-old Caleb Moore was seriously injured last week attempting a backflip at the X Games.
On the 31st of January 2023, Caleb Moore, a fearless athlete, started a high-stakes snowmobiling event pushing the limits of his skills in pursuit of glory. Little did he know that those thrilling moments would transform into a horrifying spectacle that marked the end of his extraordinary journey. What unfolded next shattered the anticipation, claiming the life of Caleb Moore in an unexpected turn of events. In this video, we delve into the heart-wrenching details of Caleb Moore's final moments and unravel the tragic and mysterious incident that unfolded amidst the snowy peaks. Caleb Moore, born on August 28, 1987 in Fort Worth, Texas, was destined for a life of adrenaline and daring feats. His fearless spirit manifested early on, catching everyone's attention when, at the tender age of 4, he fearlessly scaled a 10-foot television antenna on the side of his family's house. In a mix of panic and awe, his mother witnessed this audacious climb with no one else around to assist. Anxiously, she asked if he could make his way back down. Caleb, ever the calm daredevil, simply nodded and descended with a big smile, proudly proclaiming to his mother, "Look at what I did." This early display of fearlessness was a foreshadowing of the remarkable journey that lay ahead for young Caleb Moore. A few years later, Caleb's father, envisioning serene weekends for the family, purchased 3 ATVs, also known as quads. These four-wheelers were initially intended for leisurely rides through the wooded trails near their home. The Moore family enjoyed these outings, exploring local ranches and trails at a relaxed pace. However, the leisurely rides weren't enough for Caleb and his brother. Their adventurous spirits craved more, and soon they found themselves pushing the quads to their limits, discovering a passion for racing that would shape Caleb's destiny. Caleb's early grasp on the sport of quad racing became evident as he fearlessly embraced the thrill and challenges it offered. The once family-friendly ATVs transformed into instruments of speed and excitement under Caleb's skillful hands. Racing became not just a pastime, but a calling for the young Texan daredevil. As Caleb's journey unfolded, little did he or his family know that these early moments of scaling antennas and exploring the potential of quads would lead to a tragic climax, marking the end of a life lived on the edge. In just a few short years, Caleb Moore, born with a thirst for adrenaline, had already made a name for himself in the Texas Quad Racing Association. Trophies adorned his shelves, victories marked by first-place finishes at Mosier Valley in 2001 and 2003, along with a commendable second place at the Texas Motor Speedway. His passion for quad racing ignited, and with a clear goal in mind, Caleb declared, "I have to go to the Nationals." Opting to complete high school early, Caleb, fueled by his racing dreams, redirected his college funds. A family decision around the kitchen table led to the purchase of a semi-truck cab for $8,000 and an enclosed trailer for $20,000. Geared up for national competitions, Caleb's initial outings saw respectable positions like 7th, 9th, and 11th. However, the hurdle wasn't lack of skill, it was the equipment. On the national circuit, many kids already enjoyed sponsorships, providing them with top-tier gear. Fortune smiled upon Caleb when B.C. Vaught, a keen talent observer, spotted him at an event in Minnesota. Recognizing Caleb's potential, Vaught swiftly signed him up, leading to a turning point in Caleb's career. With Vaught as his agent, Caleb found himself in action sports movies, featuring prominently in Huevo's freestyle productions by H-Bomb Films. He started on tours with the Crusty Demons of the Dirt and dazzled audiences in X-Night's FMX shows. From local Texas victories to national recognition, Caleb's journey unfolded in a dynamic sequence of triumphs and challenges. Little did Caleb or his family foresee the tragic turn that awaited this daring spirit, culminating in the heart-wrenching finale of a life lived on the edge. Caleb's global adventures continued, as he astounded audiences worldwide with his freestyle motocross tricks on a quad, earning a reputation as one of the select few who could flawlessly execute a backflip on a quad. It was during a casual afternoon in 2009, while Caleb and his brother Colton relaxed in their parents' living room watching the Winter X Games on TV, that a groundbreaking idea took root. Their quad sponsor, Polaris, also produced snowmobiles, and with ESPN showing no signs of introducing a freestyle ATV competition in the Summer X Games, Caleb saw an opportunity to pioneer a new direction. The plan was straightforward: reach out to Polaris, secure 2 snowmobiles, and set their sights on the Winter X Games. Encouraged by their father's words, Caleb embraced the challenge. "We can totally do this," he declared. However, there was a unique hurdle to overcome in Crum, Texas, a place known for its scarcity of snow. Undeterred, Caleb's father devised a clever solution: a foam pit that allowed Caleb to practice his stunts safely. Remarkably, Caleb mastered the complex backflip on a snowmobile in just 2 weeks. His rapid acquisition of this skill was nothing short of astounding, considering he had only about a month to train before his debut in the 2010 Winter X Games. The event proved to be a triumph, with Caleb earning a bronze medal in freestyle. His swift adaptation and success in competitive snowmobiling showcased not only his extraordinary talent, but also his unwavering dedication. Over the next few years, the Moore brothers' feats, including their synchronized backflip in 2011, garnered widespread attention. Caleb secured bronze in freestyle in both 2011 and 2012, and ESPN recognized his evolution in the sport, noting that he had transitioned from beginner's luck to a serious threat. As the 2013 X Games approached, Caleb had ambitious plans. "On Tuesday, I fly home, and on Wednesday, I fly to France for a show on a quad," he enthusiastically shared. "Then the next weekend, I have a show in Michigan on a sled, followed by a week off and then a month traveling to Argentina, France, Russia, and back before returning to the States." However, fate had different plans. From January 24th to 27, 2013, Aspen, Colorado hosted the 17th Winter X Games, a thrilling annual event that brings together the world's top athletes in extreme winter sports. The stage was set for Caleb Moore's next chapter, but what unfolded during those gripping moments would change the trajectory of his daring journey in ways no one could have foreseen. The event, a showcase of extreme winter sports in Aspen, Colorado, brought together athletes from around the world. With competitions in skiing, snowboarding, and snowmobiling, the stage was set for Caleb Moore's next chapter. As the anticipation built before the snowmobile freestyle event on January 24, 2013, Caleb fondly remembered his first ATV backflip in Crum, Texas, at the age of 19. The excitement and stress of that moment were etched in his memory. But little did he know the upcoming event would surpass anything he had faced before. Featuring massive ramps launching snowmobilers over 100 feet in the air, the competition required participants to perform gravity-defying tricks in a tight 75-second window. Backflips, with daring variations like releasing the handlebars or freezing mid-air, were crowd favorites. However, the weekend's snowmobile events carried an unforeseen risk. The competition, starting with 8 participants, quickly dwindled to just 4, as inexperienced contenders faced the challenges of the ramp. The Colorado Rockies provided a breathtaking backdrop as the athletes defied gravity, spinning, flipping, and soaring through the air. The day and night schedule added an extra layer of excitement, setting the scene for an unforgettable showdown. As Caleb geared up for his performance, The air buzzed with anticipation. The tricks performed on the jumps were nothing short of awe-inspiring, showcasing the athlete's skill and fearlessness. However, the thrill of the event soon turned to shock as unexpected incidents unfolded. In those gripping moments, the trajectory of Caleb Moore's daring journey took an unforeseen turn. The snowmobile freestyle event, meant to be a highlight of his career, became the stage for a tragic incident that would leave a lasting impact on the world of extreme sports. The adrenaline-fueled snowmobile freestyle event in Aspen, Colorado had already seen its share of heart-stopping moments. As Caleb Moore prepared for his turn, memories of his earlier triumphs and struggles flashed before him. The crowd, a mix of excitement and tension, watched as riders defied gravity, soaring over massive ramps. The competition had started with 8 daring participants, but the challenges of the ramp quickly narrowed it down to just 4. The majestic Colorado Rockies served as a breathtaking backdrop to the spectacle, adding an extra layer of intensity to the showdown. Caleb, undeterred by the risks, geared up for his performance. The jumps were a display of awe-inspiring skill, with riders executing gravity-defying tricks. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation, but what unfolded next sent shockwaves through the crowd. In a shocking turn of events, Australian rider Jackson Strong, a relative newcomer to snowmobiling, experienced a crash. A stuck throttle propelled his machine dangerously toward spectators. Thankfully, a fabric fence acted as a crucial barrier, preventing a more severe incident. While a teenage spectator suffered injuries, prompt medical attention ensured their eventual release. As the incident unfolded, Caleb Moore, eagerly awaiting his moment, remained undeterred. Despite shaky practice runs and multiple crashes in the weeks leading up to the event, he displayed resilience. His body bore the bruises, but his determination to secure a gold medal at the X Games remained unwavering. On that perfect afternoon in Aspen, Caleb's final practice run solidified his confidence. With his routine of flips and jumps dialed in, he flashed his characteristic country boy smile to the cameras. Boldly predicting victory, he declared, "It's going to happen. I'm going to win." The stage was set for the most significant event of his year, with 15,000 spectators eagerly gathered on the mountain. Caleb, seated proudly on his black and red 2-cylinder snowmobile adorned with his cherished number 31 and a gold star, was ready to make history. Little did he know that these would be the last moments before an unforeseen tragedy would unfold, altering the course of his daring journey forever. After Caleb's confident declaration, the moment arrived. Straddling his sled with determination, he revved the engine, ready to showcase his skills to the eager crowd. Pulling on the throttle, he set off standing on his sled, popping a wheelie and acknowledging the audience with a raised fist. Caleb, always the showman, turned, hit the throttle, and approached the first ramp with a burst of speed. The following stunts were nothing short of spectacular. Caleb expertly executed not 1, but 2 backflips, accompanied by a daring body varial that left him hanging off the edge of his sled in midair, high above the frozen ground. The crowd, announcers, and sponsors watched in awe as Caleb's fearless performance unfolded. With only 30 seconds remaining, Caleb sped off towards the final ramp of the course. His grand finale was a breathtaking tsunami indie flip. Approaching the ramp, he initiated the flip, finding himself hanging beneath the sled, dangling off the handlebars. In a movie known as a kid flip or the kiss of death, Caleb extended his legs out to the side, masterfully rotating the snowmobile back into position. This maneuver, considered one of the most challenging in freestyle, left little room for error due to the significant distance between Caleb's body and the sled. Yet, having successfully performed these flips countless times before, Caleb approached it with confidence, as if it were just another day at the office. As the crowd erupted in cheers, Caleb landed the finale, leaving an indelible mark on the X Games. Little did he know that these triumphant moments would soon be overshadowed by an unforeseen tragedy. The cheers and applause echoed through the crisp Aspen air, unaware of the turning point that awaited Caleb Moore's daring journey. Amidst the cheers and applause, Caleb Moore's daring journey took a devastating turn. As he soared through the air, attempting the tsunami Indy flip, the unthinkable happened. The 450-pound snowmobile, usually obedient to Caleb's skillful maneuvers, refused to cooperate. Instead of completing the rotation, the front ski tips flipped uncontrollably, striking Caleb directly in the chest. The crowd, unaware of the impending tragedy, witnessed the catastrophic moment. Caleb's body tumbled down the slope, a chilling sight as he bounced and rolled before coming to a stop. There, on the mountain surface, he lay motionless, arms and legs splayed out like a snow angel. Quickly, the medical team rushed to his aid. Knocked unconscious by the impact, Caleb regained consciousness about 30 seconds later, surrounded by his worried father and brother. Despite the gravity of the situation, his first words expressed frustration at missing a medal opportunity with that one last jump gone wrong. Gradually regaining strength, Caleb stood and walked away from the hill, headed towards the medical tent for evaluation. Despite insisting he felt no pain, his brother Colton sensed something was wrong. However, with his own run approaching, Colton had to focus on his preparations. Inside the medical tent, a concerning development unfolded. Caleb collapsed, prompting the medical team to place him on a stretcher and rush him into an ambulance. Diagnosed with a concussion, a familiar condition to Caleb, who had estimated experiencing around 10 concussions in the past, he was taken to Aspen Valley Hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, fate dealt another blow. Colton, in a disastrous twist, over-rotated a backflip on the same landing ramp. Flung off his snowmobile, he too was secured onto a gurney and transported to Aspen Valley Hospital, joining his brother in an unexpected turn of events. Their father, Wade Moore, reflecting on the night's events, remarked on the inherent risks in their extreme sports pursuits. "You know it can happen at any time. We just hope it doesn't happen here." Caleb and Colton, no strangers to injuries, had accumulated a laundry list of broken bones and concussions throughout their careers. As both brothers received medical attention, the Moore family faced the stark reality of the dangers woven into their adrenaline-fueled pursuits. Despite the humor Colton attempted to inject into the situation with a light-hearted remark during the ambulance ride, the gravity of their injuries cast a shadow over the vibrant world of extreme sports. The Winter X Games, initially a platform for showcasing extraordinary talents, became the backdrop for a tragic chapter in the Moore brothers' lives. The highs of dazzling flips and daring stunts were replaced by the sobering lows of hospital beds and medical evaluations. Now, let's dive into the aftermath of that fateful day, exploring the impact of the injuries on Caleb and Colton Moore's lives and the broader conversation about safety in extreme sports. As Colton faced the unexpected turn of events at the hospital, his initial plan to joke around with his brother Caleb took a somber twist. Sedated and unable to communicate, Caleb's condition raised concerns. Colton, diagnosed with a separated pelvis, was discharged the next day, but Caleb's situation took a more critical turn. During his hospitalization, Caleb's blood pressure started fluctuating, revealing internal bleeding around his heart caused by the snowmobile impact. His heart rate spiked to alarming levels, reaching 177 beats per minute. Tragically, adverse weather conditions delayed Caleb's transfer by nearly 6 hours. Upon arrival, he experienced respiratory arrest lasting 20 minutes, resulting in irreversible brain damage. Caleb's funeral service, held on February 7th, saw ESPN honoring his family with an X Games gold medal, a poignant recognition of his achievements. From his early days as an ATV racer to his rapid rise in snowmobile racing. And that's it for today. Subscribe to the channel for more.